we're back for round 2, Coffee with a Counselor, Grice edition. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out as I go. Cheers. Happy morning.
Happy Friday.
Morning.
Coffee. Yeah. I'm Jess Thelma, and I'm the counselor. Today, I am so incredibly happy to be having coffee with Mrs. Rue, aka Rue, 7th grade Pride House teacher for math at Grice, and her husband, Mr. Rushik, aka Rue, one of Grice's teachers and one of our best track and volleyball coaches. Welcome, guys.
How are you?
We're also joined by the newest Rue.
The newest Rue, Marciana Rue, aka Little Rue.
Full belly, clean diaper. She's ready to go.
Yeah, it's
Good.
Rues.
And here we have the Rues. So excited, happy to have you guys.
We're happy to be here.
Just want to start off, today in Hamilton Township is Frontline Hero Friday. I would like to shout out to my brothers who are working the front line in Philly. One is a nurse manager in the emergency room at Einstein Medical Center. And my other brother is a flight paramedic for Temple University Hospital. Do you guys want to give a shout out to any of your frontliners?
Yeah, we've got my cousin Sherry. She's working at St. Francis Medical Center in Trenton. A couple of friends. Chelsea Scepter is at Helene Fold. My friend Katie Japiga, both of them are Hamilton alumni. She's working in the city, right in the thick of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's shouting out too.
She's shouting out.
All those.
She's
I
like,
got
we have to do this.
Yeah.
Cousin of mine, Hannah Tate, who's working in the city, and a bunch of former high school classmates that are also working in Manhattan as well on the front line. So
Awesome.
Yeah, our hearts go out to them, and we're thinking of all of them and more grateful than ever for what they do.
Sure. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I know it. It's crazy that we have to do this, but it's nice to see everybody coming together to support them during this time. For
Couldn't
sure.
agree more. Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the questions.
Ready.
All right. So, Miss Rue, this one's for you. Tell us about
Okay.
your book reviews and how you came up with the idea.
Okay, so I am not an ELA teacher. Everyone knows this, but of course I read. Mr. Rue follows an account on social media where the gentleman does pizza reviews.
Mm.
And he's been to, like Delo's, he's been to Papa's. So I had this idea. I'm reading to baby Marcy every night. I'm like, I should be reviewing these baby books. Like, just like we would review a book in Miss Sickler's or Miss Silverblatt's ELA class. Like, I'm going to review the baby books. And yeah, it was just a fun thing. I haven't done one in a while. We've been a little busy.
I actually called her out on it last night, so it's funny that you bring it up.
I gotta get back into my game. But yeah, just what's the theme of the book? Can I make any inferences about the characters?
I have to say, some of the points that you make about the illustrations and some of the little details that nobody else probably is thinking about is really incredible.
Yeah. I mean, we're stuck here in quarantine. We got a lot of time on our hands.
I'm like, wow, I would have never looked at it that way.
Yeah, so be on the lookout. I'll have another one coming soon.
Sounds good. I can't wait.
Everybody's is holding their breath for the next one, let me tell you.
Let me tell you what, I have to say, I do look forward to them. So I'm happy that you do them, and I hope you continue to do them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are one of the most fun and outgoing and loving couples that I know. And you are literally everyone's biggest fan right now. Like, everything that anybody does, you guys are right there and you're like, you guys are awesome. But the other day you guys posted something a little bit more serious about keeping it real. Can you tell us a little bit about where that came from?
You want to take that?
Yeah. So obviously this little one is sitting in between us. And I don't think anybody's prepared. A, to have a kid until you actually have a kid. And everyone tells you that, and they're like, oh yeah, it's going to change your life. And then,
it really does.
But it really does.
It really does. Yes.
I don't think anyone was prepared to welcome a newborn into the world that we're in right now, where no one's allowed in our house. our parents still haven't held her. It's just a very odd time.
Yeah, sure.
And I think we made a pact with each other to say that we need to be as real as possible, because to just suppress our feelings and say that everything's fine would just be a lie. And it would ultimately just wouldn't manifest well. So, we're doing our best to keep it fun, keep it very, very lighthearted, but be very honest with each other when, we're having a bad day or hour or moment or whatever it might be.
Sure.
Just to flat out say it, just be like,
Sure.
I'm in a bad mood, or I'm down, or I'm, anxious, or whatever the feeling might be, but just to call it out, because,
it helps.
It helps. I mean, just to acknowledge what you're feeling. And then we've made a pact to just help each other, just say, okay, like, this bad hour that you're having, or this anxious hour, or depressed hour, or whatever it might be, it doesn't have to affect the rest of your day. So we're trying to be honest with each other, and then help each other kind of turn the page, the book review.
Wow, look at that little.
Look at what he did there.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
I like it. Yeah, and I think that's super important, because people like me, I see you guys post on social media, and you guys are always having fun, always coming up with different things to keep you guys busy. But it's nice to see that you guys are working together to try and get through this difficult time, regardless of all the ideas you come up with. So I think it's important for, kids to know that, we struggle too, and especially with a newborn, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm like in this weird spot where I left for maternity leave the exact day that all of this went down.
Sure.
So I'm with her, but I'm also thinking about each and every one of the kids that
all your other kids
always, every day, and in my classroom every day, and hoping that they can acknowledge if they're feeling a little off too.
Sure.
And hope that if they need anything, they're reaching out to people to get the support that they need.
And that's important for us as educators to know, like, we need to keep putting ourselves out there to let them know that we're here for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And I think everyone's been doing a great job. Never been more proud to work with such an amazing group of people and teach such amazing kids.
We definitely come together as one family. We definitely do. All right, so moving on to something a little bit less serious. We've been social distancing / quarantining for about 42 days now. And we started out, wow, this is great. We get to work from home. We wake up, we could wear our pajamas. Then it went to oh no, like, I can't see anyone. You guys are like, oh my goodness, we're going to be parents. And then it turned into, we have to bathe in sanitizer. And, I have to say there are different levels of quarantining. So I'm at level hair dye quarantining. I went out to the store. I was so bored. I dyed my hair, and that's where I'm at this point. Anything to keep myself a little busy. So I want to know, what level of quarantine are you guys at?
Well, I mean, our quarantine level started with an experiment where we left a day-old bagel outside.
That was day one. So we really set the bar pretty high. Like, we were losing our minds about 12 hours into this whole thing.
Yeah, so we did a little experiment. We wanted to see the first animal that would eat the day-old bagel, and it took like weeks. No animal wanted to touch it. It was like the animals even knew, like, we don't want this day-old bagel.
Who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah, so that's where quarantine started for us. Where are we at now? I don't even know.
I mean, we really kind of like stepped it up, and we just said, you know what, like, we're gonna be bored, so let's just bring a kid into it.
Yeah,
like that's kind of where we're at.
That's one way to keep you guys busy. I'll tell you that.
If anybody needs a way to like really pass the time and like occupy the time, just have a kid, because all of a sudden 24 hours is like that. And all of it is 10 o'clock at night, and you're like, okay, I need to try and sleep. Hopefully she sleeps. And then you just Groundhog's Day again the next day. It's the same thing.
Same thing. So you guys are at level have a kid and hope for the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Keep a kid alive for as long as you can with no help. That's where we're at.
That's where you're at. and that is totally understandable that you're at it, among other things that you could have said. So I'm happy you guys are hanging in there and doing well.
And I got to give her a shout out over here. She's been amazing. I'm just trying to keep up and keep them fed, but without her, the ship sinks. So shout out to this one over here.
See, this is this fun-loving couple that I'm talking about.
Yep. I feel very helpless in certain instances where I have Marcy and she's like, I just need like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I got that. But when it comes to like when she needs to eat, there's a different level of crying. And at that point, I'm like, I got no tricks. So like, you got to come help me out here because I can't stop.
The airplane is failing. The train is failing.
Yeah, like the dancing is failing. The pacifier, no. I've tried to put her on my knees and bounce her a little. No, done. The swing, no. At that point, it's like, Mom, here you go. You're the last one.
Mom's got the special touch.
Yep.
So you guys are, very involved at Grice, dance team, teacher, volleyball, track. Is there anything you want to say to your kids?
Oh, I miss them all so much. But that I'm also really proud, especially for the kids that I teach this year were thrown into a very unique situation. And they're totally killing it. And I'm so proud of them and I miss them every day. And I'm looking forward to the day where I get to see their faces again in the hallways of Grice.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
And I will say that we've had a lot of discussions during this whole thing, but I don't think there's any better compliment I can give those kids that other than saying when I started subbing, it was a way to kind of see where I was at. And now that we've had time to reflect, beginning to pursue a career in education. So don't really know where that's going to go. But yeah, I've started to, I've purchased the Praxis book. I haven't opened it yet. But,
good for you, Mr. Rue.
Yeah. So shout out to the Grice community, especially all the students. Clearly you made an impact on me because what I thought would just be a part-time job, I missed. So once I realized that I missed it, that's the first time I could say I missed anything that I did employment-wise. So it's
awesome.
And I hope that they're all doing well and as their coach, staying active.
Yeah, definitely staying active. I'm sure their health and PE teachers wish the same.
Yes.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for sharing on here. I hope they watch this and they see the impact that they have on adults, even though they think we're set in our ways. So we're not so bad after all. All right, so I have a game. It's called Which Rue.
Okay, we're ready.
All right. So Miss Rue, I'm going to read a question. Miss Rue is going to be your right hand. And then Mr. Rue, you're going to be left hand. You guys have to close your eyes when I read the thing so you guys aren't cheating. So you ready? Okay. So close your eyes.
Eyes closed.
Who sings a better lullaby? Open. All right, close. Who is crankier when they don't get enough sleep? Open.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'll admit it.
I thought you were going to say who's crankier when they don't eat, and both of us would have not even thought about it. That's me.
Good to know. Okay, all right, close. Who changes more diapers?
Ooh.
Open.
You definitely change more diapers.
I don't know. Sometimes he takes over where he's like, I'll just take her. And I'm like, okay, go.
All right,
I appreciate the
same.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Closed.
Who's the better cook? Oh, go ahead, open.
I was gonna lie. I went a little bit. I'm definitely better.
Yeah, I'll give him props. If he wasn't going to pursue teaching, he could probably pursue a culinary career.
Culinary, yeah. All right, I have a few more.
Okay, we're ready.
Who's more athletic? Open.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I'm more rhythmic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's more athletic.
If you want a fun behind the scenes story, at our wedding, during our first dance, she was legitimately walking me through. She's like, dip me, right now, twirl me. And she was talking
Do
to me
this
as like
now.
most people would be like caught up in the moment, like, oh, let's really enjoy this. She's like, right now, twirl me, and I'm twirling her around.
That's awesome. I'm not surprised. And that's why she helps out with runs the dance team at Grice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was trying to get me to practice for like 4 weeks leading up to our wedding. I'm like, we're not practicing. Just walk me through it the day of. Because whatever we practice isn't going to work anyway.
Perfect. All right, I have
we're
2 more
closed.
for you guys. Who got better grades in school? Oh, open. All right, last but not least.
Ready.
Who has better hair?
Ooh.
Open. Little Rue.
I'm saying Jim, but I'm also pointing at Marcy because girlfriend has a full head of hair. Can we show it off?
Show it off.
Sure.
Look at that hair.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
not
looks like
going
a
anywhere.
Mr. Rue gene right there.
Yeah.
We've reached the status though where Mr. Rue needs a haircut because it is, I don't know what it is at this point.
Yeah.
But
Out of control.
yeah.
Out of control.
Yes.
Well, it
Out of
looks pretty
control is
controlled
understatement.
right now, so we appreciate you doing that for us.
Anytime. I just figured I'd just rip it backwards and make it seem like it wasn't really there.
All right. I mean, thank you guys for sharing everything. In light of having the Ruse on here, we want to know what level quarantine everybody is at. So tweet it with the hashtag CWACGE for Coffee with a Counselor Grice edition. Hopefully you could have seen that. And, you know, I do have a closing quote here. It is, things often get tougher before they get easier. Stay strong, be positive. We all struggle sometimes. Your struggle is part of your story. And that is by Unknown.
I love that.
So I thought it was perfect fit for definitely this conversation and for the time that we're in. Again, thank you for sharing everything and letting us into your home and into your baby's life. She's going to be out there in the Grice world now. She's officially a part of the Grice community.
And we can't wait for everyone to meet her in person.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you for what you do too.
Yeah.
Just without what you and Ange do, the students would definitely have a void in reaching out to certain individuals. So awesome job by you guys too.
Thank you.